Hello, YouTube viewers of the Power Rangers community. Today we'll be looking at Shuriken Sentai Ninja Shurikenjin, or here in the United States, known as the Ninja Steel Megazord for Power Rangers Ninja Steel. In honor of Ninja Steel returning on August 12th, which will be a week from this upcoming Saturday, I decided to take a look at the Japanese version, which I bought around the time Ninja was airing, and I enjoyed this mecha as odd as it is. I didn't care for the show, but there were some designs I liked. A lot of people don't like this one. I can understand why. There's just really random decisions from a train, dump truck, a dog, a dragon, and a humanoid figure. I mean, it's a simple design, it's random. That's the whole idea. They're supposed to be flashy in the Japanese show. In the States, these make less sense. Um, so it's just weird in my opinion, but at least the American shows try and make sense of it as much as they can. Oh, it's just random. It's based off of things they own. Like Pink Ranger in the States, she had a hoverboard that looked just like the train, and the Yellow Ranger had a truck that is a truck. The White Ranger had a dog. Red Ranger has a companion who's a robot. And Blue Ranger, he's a magician with a dragon suit. His makes the least sense. In the American version, they gutted a lot of it. It's not too much bigger. I've seen comparisons where they're not much different, but the big thing is paint, and some pieces are missing. Like for example, we'll start looking at them. We'll start with Nitro, Zord, and America. I forget. We'll get into the names when I show something else. So let me adjust the camera. And let me get these guys out of the way so we can take a look at each one individually. So we have a dump truck. And it's a weird looking dump truck, but at least it looks somewhat like it compared to the American version, where this piece right here completely gone. The fist is out and it doesn't hide too well, and it's missing so much paint on it, especially this piece. And there's no Zord builder. It rolls like it's supposed to. It's heavy, I will give it that, but besides that, there's not much to it. In the show, he actually could toss the like stones and shurikens out of there, which was kind of funny. At least the American version, that's just one solid piece, where this is individual. Not much detailing in there because you don't see much in there. Next, we'll take a look at Red Ranger, Aka Ninja. We'll adjust the camera. And this thing is not great. Neither is the American version. There was a Super Sentai Artisan version, which was completely articulated. Much better. I probably won't get it just because it's expensive, and I'd rather get some other things than that. But at least you can have three different versions. You have this, you have vinyl, and then you have the Artisan. They did do that for Star Ninja's Megazord, the little guy that came with Bison King. I mean, they're both not that great, but this one, he does actually have articulation. The arms go up and down. They're very rubbery. I don't know why that is. Head can rotate if you can get a grip on it. His legs go forward like that. His knees can bend and expose the fist in between his legs. Yeah, in the same position. Yeah, there's not much to him. Really, I don't have a favorite out of this entire set, so... Actually, one thing you can do is actually get him in here. I forgot to show this off. Get him in there riding, which it was in the show, if I remember correctly. So that's something. Next, we'll take a look at another smaller one. The Kodiak Zord in the States. Oh yeah, in the States he's called Robo Red Zord. This one I think didn't lose too much in transition besides the legs going in and out. That's the only thing that's different, and the mouth opening and closing. Besides that, a little tiny dog. There's not much to him. In the first place, it's hollow underneath. There's some gold, silver. At least there's silver, because Bandai has really nice silver. Focus. There you go. There's nice silver always on Bandai toys. Got a little bit of silver on the head. And that's metallic blue eyes. Robo Red also has metallic blue eyes, but I like this metallic blue better. Silver on him too, and red and gold. Yeah, I mean, it's a dog. There's not much to it. Next, we'll take a look at Zoomzord, as they call it in the States. I really hate that name, Zoomzord. It's a giant train. Rolls. Yeah. At least there's pink on it. I'll give it that. At least there's quite a bit pink compared to past seasons and current seasons when it comes to the Pink Ranger. Yeah. There's not much to it. You can take it apart and put it back together if you just want this off and just have that part. This part is the Kodiak Zord, as this is called, can sit in there as this drives by, which it does. Something. There's not much to it. The American version has, again, I want to say this a lot, the American version has far low paint, but it's good for customizers. This one, get if you just want a figure and don't want to worry about painting. Next and finally, we have the Dragon Zord. Let me adjust. I think his transition was the worst, and I'll explain why in a second. But we got a dragon. It's a weird looking dragon, but it's a dragon. You can tell it is. Arms move up and down. Legs can go like that and stuff. There's not much to him, as all these. In the States, okay, so one thing is the wings are one solid piece. Like these sit on the side and look natural. Well, the American version's one solid piece, like kind of like this, and I absolutely hate it. And it sits like right on top, and so it doesn't look right. It just looks weird. Those are just clipping on pegs from the sword as tail, and that's on him. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. Again, I think so, separately they're all meh. I prefer them combined. At least they look better. And yeah, so we'll get into that. We'll start with, actually here, let me show this off. One thing you get with this is the head, which it comes with detachable shurikens. You get red. If you got it early enough, you would got pink, white, and yellow. But two you do need is red and blue, because they actually form different headpieces. So so here's the Soundcaster. We'll put this back on and show the noises. Donoman Shuriken. I do like the noises. They are loud, so I'll show off each name with every single one. I forget which order they go in. Nope. I think. Well, either way. Yep. And you recycle back. So the reason you get two, because there's two modes. We're going to start with the base mode and then the second mode. So we'll start off transforming the train. So all you have to do is flip it this way, break it in half, and lift these forward. He does get tall, and I'm going to have to go hand camera once we get there. So next we'll take the Nitro Dump Maru and take off the front, come up here, fold that down, click it in place, and fold these out. And then right here, there's a rail for this. There is a latch where this can come off. So put it on. Next, we'll transform his arm part. which really all you do is fold the wheels in and rotate the fist, and there's an arm. That clips on right here. Oh yeah, we should probably do the dog. All you do for the dog is fold the legs and lift the head, and there you go. Next, we'll do the dragon. So just take the wings, the tail, straighten them out, flip the hand out, fist up, and there you go. Put them on just like the other arm. And now for Shinobi Maru, all you have to do is get them in a scene position and shove them in there. You can actually get hit those in there, but they're just a butt, so you can't hold them. But I don't like doing that. So before we get to the head, let's finish off the accessories. So you get the sword, which was the tail. This goes in that hand. Then you take the wings, and they just peg together like that. And there's one down here, just kind of keep it straight. You can, there we go. And that just clips in, peg and post. And now for the head, you just fold down the face and place it on top and listen. Now here we have Shurikenjin, which again, it's nice, it's big, it's bulky. I will give credit to the American version where this piece right here is a lot smaller and does not have noises. Also, you can hit this again, and so you get just a repeat of the noise and stuff like that. Overall, it's not bad. It's actually pretty narrow now that I look at it. So you have your standard articulation. Arms can go up like that. But because of future combinations, if you haven't seen anything, the legs can go out like that. And they can actually bend. So if you want to get poses out of them, you can. I'm not going to try. I usually just have him stand there looking all stoic. So again, I think he looks nice. The head is alright. There is a deactivation noise. But again, if you want that and don't want the head, you can do that. But skip the noises. Again, it's nice. I don't mind it. It's something, and I prefer it over the American version because it looks a lot cheaper to me, and so much missing paint. That's near like the American version of this. Like this arm is nearly black, and just yeah. Okay, so there is a secondary mode, which is the dragon mode. So to do that, take off the head, take off the arm, take off both arms, and take out Shinobi Maru. Actually, we didn't have to take off this arm. What am I doing? You do want to take this. You do want to take the sword out. So we're going to take Shinobi Maru and fold his legs back, turn him into an arm, fold the arms up, and rotate the head back. And place him right there. So now, also you want to, I'm going to do this now, take off this shuriken, which there's a button that releases it, and place the blue one on. And fold this face all the way up, and you get a new head. And we'll get new noises too. Also, you want to take the shield off of Drago, get him into a seating position, and shove him in there. Yeah, and then if you want, you can lift those up just to kind of make it look better. So now you're going to bend the legs so it's kind of crouching like that. So now we'll take the tail. There's pegs here, or clips, and yep. I'm doing this one and it's alright. And right here, I'm just going to show it now. Just like how it was on Drago when he was in Dragon mode, you want to put the wings just like right there. Just like that. Now the American version, you're just left with that. Well, the wings are closer in. And you put the arms out. I forgot to do that. That's just the American version. You don't get a secondary head. and replacement shurikens. But if we take this and if you want, make it easier to push these in because those clips will go in and then I do like those noises. So we have Shurikenjin Drago, and it's something. It looks better than the American version just because we have a head. It's an okay mecha for this form, but at least it's something. You get 2 modes in one. I think that's kind of cool. Shinobi Ruru, I think a lot of people agree, makes a horrible arm. Horrible arm. There are future combinations where he's over here and you move that one onto the back to that post for other combinations. So, yeah. Again, this isn't my favorite mecha of all time, but I enjoy it. It's something goofy, and it's not bad for that. At least it's here in the States and people can get it. I will be reviewing Bison King next, and we'll be doing the combination with him, which I will talk about that one, but right now we're focusing on him. And again, I think he's under $60 right now on Amazon, I've been looking, which is not bad for this. You get 2 modes in one. It's nice, it's heavy, it's chunky. I do recommend it if you want to get a nicer version, but be careful because, again, this is more of a collector's piece. Bandai Japan has always been kind of a collector's piece to me. So that's how I view it. But if you want a cheaper version and don't care about the paint and stuff, get the Bandai America. That's $35. Get on sale if you can. And it's Zord Builder, so you get that little fun. I don't care for Zord Builder, but it's there. So this is the end. See you guys next time when we review Bison King.